it's Chasity. As you can tell by the title, this is my coming out story. If you didn't know it, you guys, I'm gay as fuck. No, but seriously. So my coming out story is very, very interesting. I don't know, I didn't necessarily have a coming out, but basically I have two different like pieces to my coming out story. I came out to my friends and I got caught by my mom. So I'm going to tell you guys both of those stories. So I had just turned 15 years old when I came out of the closet to my friends. My mom was a different story. So basically how this went was I knew I was gay in 7th grade, well really 6th grade, because in 6th grade I had, my sister had this friend named Carlene Reyes. And Carlene Reyes and my sister were in middle school and I was in elementary school. So every time I went to go pick my sister up from middle school with my mom, Carlene Reyes would be with my sister, and like I had the hugest crush on her just from like seeing her out of the window. Like I was just like, oh my gosh, Kiana, your friend is so freaking beautiful. Like she's so gorgeous. It was this Asian girl. She's Filipino. So I used to just tell my sister like, oh my gosh, that's like the most beautiful girl I've ever seen in my life. I just wish I could be her friend. You know, I used to just think that like when people were beautiful, I wanted to be their friend. So I told myself like, oh my gosh, I want to be her friend too. So the 6-year-old me, you know, my ingenious 6th grade self, the 6th grade me, my ingenious 6th grade self, decided to make a Facebook page and what we call today catfish Miss Carlene Reyes. So I make a Facebook page and my name is Chris and I'm this like really hot guy. And she's just a young 7th grader and, you know, she's gonna fall for it. So Chris messages Carlene Reyes and she becomes my internet girlfriend. And at the time, I'm still thinking I'm not gay. You know, I just want to get to know this girl. So I get to know Carlene Reyes and then my sister finds out and she's like, stop messaging her or I'm going to tell her. And I'm just like, fuck, I don't want her to expose me and be like, hey, my sister's a creep. So I stop messaging Carlene Reyes. I leave her alone. Very next year, I go to high school. I go to middle school because I became a 7th grader. So I went to her middle school. And like still, I had this huge crush on her, but I kind of just let it go and stopped thinking about it that year. And I really just tried to focus on like really not being, you know, gay in 7th grade. We had this one day called Gender Bender Day in 7th grade. And like that day, everyone dressed up as the opposite sex. So another thing that let me know like maybe I'm gay as fuck is that when we dressed up as like the Gender Bender Day, I was literally like on cloud 9. Like that was the best day I've ever had in middle school ever. It was the best day ever. I was so freaking happy that day and like dressed up in my guy clothes and everyone thought I was like a real guy and I was just so happy. I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome, and girls are flirting with me and it was just awesome. I still didn't know though. I really was just like, oh, you know, nah, not gay, just like being dressed up as a guy. So next year, 8th grade, this is really when I knew I was gay for sure. In 8th grade, it changed because like it kind of became more reality because like all my friends started talking to guys and stuff like that. And like having crushes on guys and they would always, oh, he's cute, don't you think he's cute, don't you think he's cute? And I'd just be like, yeah, I mean, I guess he's alright. And like I secretly had a crush on my best friend. For the purpose of this video, let's just say her name was Ashley. So I had a really, really huge crush on my friend Ashley. The thing is, Ashley, I was in school in Tennessee, in Memphis, Tennessee, and at the time, there was only one other like lesbian at the school in middle school, and she sat at our lunch table one day, and like all of my friends literally left the table and were like, ew. So I was like, I'm not coming out of the closet because I can't tell them I'm gay because I don't want them to be like ill to me, you know, those are my friends, especially if you know I had a crush on her, like it would just be over, like I would have no friends. So 9th grade, same thing. I know I'm a lesbian. I'm constantly thinking about it every single day. I'm trying not to like tell anybody and really just being socially anxious, I guess, because I couldn't really be myself and I couldn't tell anybody like what I was really feeling, and I have all these crushes and I'd be scared to say anything even if they were gay. I mean, it was really just completely ridiculous, okay? But yeah, I mean, I really let almost the whole entire year go by. Everyone thought I was bisexual. Everybody already thought I was gay, basically, because I used to wear like rainbow necklaces and rainbow bracelets because like I wanted to be able to express myself without having to talk about it. So I wore rainbow necklaces and everybody thought I was gay, but when they asked, I would just start crying and be like, I'm not gay. I'm just not. But everyone was like, no, bitch, you're gay, okay? And so that year in 9th grade, that's when I really was just like done, like being like alone and just like being so sad about it. So what I did was, I just was like, I need to come out. It was the very last week of school in 9th grade. And I was like, look, I'm just coming out of the closet because I cannot take this shit anymore. So there was this girl, I can't remember her name anymore. Like, that's how insignificant this girl was. But there was this random girl in my math class. And I said, like, okay, I'm coming out today. But I couldn't tell my best friend because I don't know, I just couldn't tell her. So what I did was I wrote, I like girls, onto a little tiny piece of paper, like this little. I balled it up and I gave it to this girl sitting next to me. She read it and she was like, you like girls? Oh my God. I can't believe it. I was like, don't tell anybody. I just can't believe it. Don't tell anybody. Okay, I'm not going to tell anybody, but I can't believe it. I'm just like, look, girl, please don't tell nobody. Whew. So last week. So I just felt so happy when I did that because it was like I finally just got it out. And like next, I was like, okay, I'm going to tell my best friend. So the next day or 2 days later, I've been telling my best friend, like, hey, I got to tell you something, I got to tell you something, I got to tell you something, I got to tell you something. And she's like, what is it, what is it, what is it? Like, I felt like she already knew. Well, she did know. But she didn't want to say it before I said it because she wanted me to have my, like, I don't know, release of whatever. So I had a flip phone at the time. Or yeah, it was a flip phone at the time. I texted my best friend, let's call her Susie. This is a different best friend because I actually moved from Tennessee to Texas. So I text Susie and then I was like, look, Susie, I have to tell you something. I'm gay. I like girls. Guess what this bitch, she says, girl, I know. I'm like, how the fuck do you know? I'm like, you don't know. She's like, yeah, I already knew. Chasity, you don't think any guys are cute. No matter who it is. It'd be the finest guy in the world. It'd be Chris Brown and you just say he's okay. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, she already knew. So, like, all that stressing and shit for nothing. And, like, that summer, I really felt, like, so much better. Like, after school let out, because it was the last day of school. I felt so much better, and I was kind of being myself more. And, you know, I was telling more people. I told, like, 5 people that summer. Girl, I came back to school, and guess what? The whole freaking school knew. My best friend Susie done told the whole school. I'm walking in, and she gonna talk about some, hey, y'all, this is my best friend Chasity. She's gay. Hey, have you met my best friend Chasity? She's gay. I'm looking like, dude, shut up. Stop telling everybody. But, you know, it was a good thing because she was just trying to help me, like, become more of myself and stop hiding who I was. So, I mean, I did that, and then I was just out to the whole school. Everybody knew. I was so happy, and I started playing basketball, and I was just being more of myself. I was losing some of my social anxiety, and I got way more friends, started talking to girls, got laid, you know. It's pretty awesome. So, coming out to my mom, though. So, that same year where I was all out, 10th grade, the next school year, I was out. I had a girlfriend. Well, it's even before I had a girlfriend. Basically, I was out, so I was talking to women. You know, I was flirting with girls, other high schoolers, and stuff like that. Well, high schoolers, you know, they're sluts, okay? I was a slut. All the girls I talked to, they were probably sluts too. So, coming out to my mom, I was sitting on the bed, minding my own business, y'all. My little sister, she's 6 right now. At the time, she was either 5 or like a few months. This baby crawls in this room. She's crawling. Grabs my phone. I don't even know she has my phone. Crawls all the way back to my mom's room. Hands her the phone. I'm not kidding, y'all. She handed her the phone. By the time I realized I was already getting cussed out. It was like, Chaz! What the fuck is this? And I'm like, fuck. Moment of silence. Y'all, like, my mom's reaction. Okay, I'm gonna start off by saying she did get exposed through nudes. Okay, basically, a girl I was talking to at the time sent me some exotic pictures, you know what I'm saying? Yes, I was 15, she was 16 or 17, and she decided it'd be a good idea to send me some nudes, show off her little body. I left them open on the screen. I was looking at them, put my phone down. Sister grabs my phone, goes to her mom. Mom sees the news. She's freaking out. Chasity, what the fuck is this? Okay, and she's like, why is there a girl? Why is there a naked girl on your phone? And I'm like, she throws the phone, y'all. Throws the phone, yells, cusses. She's like, you're a devil worshiper. Get the fuck out of my house. Call your fucking grandma. You moving back to Mississippi with your grandma. I don't want your motherfucking nasty ass in my house. Blah, 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 blah. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, it was like one day I was like the happiest teenager. I'm all out and about. I'm getting news. I'm chilling. I got bitches. I got hoes. I'm having fun. Next thing you know, I'm a devil worshiper, y'all. So that, that was really, 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 really sad for me. Like, I didn't necessarily care about the opinion of my mom, but if anything, it was just sad because it was so much emotional, like, turmoil. It was so much, like, I had never, like, been, I don't know, degraded and just talked about so bad. Like, she just talked about me so bad for such a long time. I mean, it literally lasted for months. Every single day, like, oh, you're disgusting and you're nasty and you're this and you're that, and just every single day. She called the entire family, y'all, the entire family, and told every fucking body, grandmas, cousins, dads, brothers, everybody, and told everybody my motherfucking business. Everybody's calling me, oh, I heard you was gay, and that's not right, and you're gonna go to hell, and God doesn't, and I'm just like, and I mean, honestly, that just really pissed me off. Like, we had a horrible relationship after that, because I was just so done. But what helped my mom really get over it, and this is very, very ironic, I had this girlfriend, and my girlfriend basically got kicked out of her house, and she came to my house one night. And she just came, and my mom was asleep, and my mom woke up and she was there, and she's like, she needs to leave, and I was just like, no, she's staying, I love her, like, all this big dramatic bullshit. And my mom actually let her stay, and my mom actually fell in love with the girl, like this girlfriend. So that's really what helped my mom realize that it was normal, and that it wasn't really that big of a deal when she basically met someone that I was dating, and she really loved her and stuff like that. Unfortunately, that girl passed away, but yeah, I mean, it's really her. I really have her to blame, for my mom being more loving and accepting now, and accepting my girlfriend Stormy that I have now, because it was definitely rough at first. And one thing I would say is, if you're not ready to come out, or if you think your mom's gonna react horribly, kick you out or something like that, just don't come out. I mean, come out, but not to your parents, because a lot of times, people will just do it before they're ready. Maybe their partner's making them do it, or maybe they feel as if, yeah, they know their mom's gonna kick them out, but they'd rather just be kicked out. No, you wouldn't rather be kicked out. Just tell them when you have your own shit. Get your shit together faster. Get the fuck out of your mom's house, and then just be who you are. And that's all I have to say. And I'm very happy I came out. It definitely gets better. When I came out, it was not fun. It was so horrible. It was so sad. I was crying every single day. I felt like she was right. I was just a piece of shit, and God hated me, and all this other stuff. But, I worked a long time on myself to be okay with who I am and to love who I am. And, I mean, that's just what I would say for you, too. So if you're young and you're watching this and you're thinking about coming out, and it's even worse if you're androgynous, because, one thing that my mom kept saying is, that's why you keep dressing like a fucking boy. Just be okay with whoever you are, and just realize that if someone else is not okay with who you are, it doesn't matter. People don't have to be okay with who you are for you to be okay with who you are, So just be you. And that is it, and that is my coming out story. I hope you guys enjoyed. My girlfriend's going to be having a coming out story too. Watch her coming out story. I'll put the link in the description, or maybe the video will be right here, right there, over there, somewhere over here. It's going to be somewhere. But don't forget to subscribe. We're going to be having videos every single day. And I really appreciate everybody who's been tuning in. And make sure you leave a comment. What was your coming out story like? If you haven't came out and you're not even gay, do you know someone who's came out the closet, and were you supportive of that? Well, how old were you when you came out? Were you 15 like me, or did you wait till you were grown? Thank you guys for watching. Peace.